It's Anya here at OurGabledHome.com, and in this video I want to show you how you can save your own tomato seeds. I have done that for years very successfully, and once you watch this video you'll be surprised how easy it actually is. Now, going through my collection of all sorts of vegetables and herb seeds, you will not find tomato seeds in there because I don't need tomato seeds. I save my own for next year. So keep on watching. So why would you want to save your own tomato seeds? Well, first of all, and that's really obvious, it's going to save you money. But second most importantly is once you save seeds of the tomatoes that you grow in your own garden or balcony or front yard or whatever you have a little space, even if it's just out on a little deck in a container, those tomatoes are growing well in your location, in your conditions, and in your climate. So the idea here is that once you have a tomato that grows well, it also means that it has adapted to your specific conditions. Now, if you take that and save those seeds, then you have a tomato that likes your location and that grows well. If you, let's say, had a tomato plant that was wilting or just wasn't producing sweet enough tomatoes, you wouldn't want to save those seeds because it's not growing really well. And we have a few varieties that have done really well over the years. So I like to save those seeds and plant those tomatoes again next year. My only experience is with heirloom and open pollinated varieties. I don't have any experience with saving and reseeding hybrid tomatoes. So theoretically you could go to a store, buy a tomato that you really like and save the seeds and use the same method that I'm just about to show you, but I don't have any experience with that. So you could experiment and let me know in the comments below this video next year if that tomato plant came up nicely in your location or whatever else you found in that experiment, and maybe I'll just do the same and then we can all compare notes. So anyways, what you really need is very simple for your tomato saving seed routine is paper towels. And even though we try to come away from single use and throwaway items, there is a place for paper towels in the kitchen. This is one of them. Then you need a good knife. Everybody has that, a cutting board, and your tomatoes. Now I have 3 different varieties of tomatoes here. I have one that's done super well in our location, producing tomatoes in Northern California all the way into December. I could not believe it last year. The plant was going so strong, there was no reason for me to do anything to it. I had it in a container and we were still getting these little cherry tomatoes all the way into December. This is a variety that we picked up from a roadside stand, I want to say 4 or 5 years ago, and it's been doing really well. I don't know exactly what it is. It's a cherry tomato. And then we have this tomato that is just so flavorful. It's not very big. It's called Glacier. I hope I'm pronouncing it right. And I bought that at a plant sale that was a fundraiser for a nonprofit. And I thought, yeah, sure, why not? I'll pick up a tomato plant and see how it does. So this has been doing really well, very good flavor. I want to save that again. I have not saved seeds from this one previously, so this one will be a first. And then I have this one here, which you will see has really dark green streaks. They say that this carries flavor. So oftentimes you'll notice that, and if you go to a store, all the tomatoes have a uniform color, although you really want these that have the green streaks because they carry flavor. This is a black Cherokee tomato that is so good, so juicy and so sweet, that reminds you that tomato really is a fruit more than a vegetable. And this is a real winner in our garden. And I can't tell you which one I like best. sometimes it's good to have a little variety. And let's go and save these tomato seeds for next year. You can take a knife or scissors to cut small pieces of your paper towels, and I know that there's different sizes of paper towels, but you really, the idea is that you really don't need a lot of paper towels, so I'm just gonna cut them here. I may need even less than that. And starting with this little cherry tomato here, I'm gonna simply cut it in half and scoop out the seeds. And then I'll put them on here. You can spread them out a little bit. You actually want to spread them out so that they dry a little faster. And then I'll do that with this half too. The paper towels help the seeds to dry a little faster and absorb moisture. I'm gonna do that with this one too here. If you have these little pieces here in the middle, you can actually take them off your paper towel. Not that it hurts anything, but they don't add anything. It's a very small cherry tomato. If you find more seeds in there, you can go ahead and dig for them, or you can, take a few more tomatoes and get as many seeds as you want. You don't really need all that many seeds, because I know this one grows very vigorously in our garden. Okay, so that's all that is here. And what I'm gonna do now is just fold this one under. And I'll repeat the process with these other two tomatoes. Now I have my 3 different varieties of seeds here, and this is pretty wet, but I'm still gonna write in the corner here with a ballpoint that this is the Glacier variety. This is my cherry tomato that I don't know the name of, that we found at a roadside stand. And this is my black Cherokee. At this point, I would like to think that I can just tell by the color of the seeds that I know which ones they are, but you never know. And if you like surprises, you don't have to do this, but if you are a little bit like me and you know where you're planting what, you might like to write down the variety on that piece of paper towel. And now these paper towels with the seeds on them will go in a warm, sunny windowsill where they can dry. And now I'm going to show you how you can make your own little seed packets so that you can save those. Here's a half letter size piece of plain paper. Anything works. You can take some newspaper if you're trying to be really frugal. And it doesn't really matter the size here. I just want to show you what I do. I fold this one in thirds, approximately. Again, you don't have to be very exact. And I take some regular tape, close off the bottom here with this piece of tape, just like so. And then once these are dry, they will go in here, and I can fold over the top, put another piece of tape here, and write the name of the seed on here. So this is the black Cherokee tomato. So now we have our 3 seed packets. All we need to do is dry these in the windowsill until they're bone dry. You don't want them to be moist at all, because once you put them in here, they will start to mold and then go bad. So you want to make sure these are super bone dry. You could probably also put them in a dehydrator or in a warm oven. You don't want to cook them because that will destroy them, obviously, but you want to make sure they're dry. And what's nice about these little paper towels is that in the past, I have, even where the seeds are a little bit spread out, planted this whole sheet of paper towel in the soil, and they would just sprout right up. You can thin them, you can separate them. It's super easy, and I'm so happy with this method for my tomato seeds. And I hope that you are too. If you enjoyed this video, please give me a thumbs up. If you're new on my channel, please hit the subscribe button. I upload a new video every week. You can also turn on the bell notifications so that you don't miss another video. Thank you so much for joining me here, and I look forward to seeing you next time.